Today we take a look at the PELADN Link S3 external GPU dock. It was actually a heavier piece of equipment than I was expecting. And there it is. So you can see on the side we got SD card slot, we got a USB, we got our power switch. We do have rubber feet there on the bottom. On the left side we got Ethernet, we got our computer port, and we have a USB-C. But the real star of the show are going to be these slots right up here on the top. We've got a PCIe port, so this is going to be for installing a video card, and then we got our power ports. This is going to be for installing a power supply. So with this, we're going to be able to attach an external video card to our laptop. We have a support bracket for our video card. We have a USB-C to USB-C cable, and that is an 80 gigabit per second cable. We got some mounting screws, and we got a couple of little rubber washers. So here's the instructions. So it says the laptop must support Thunderbolt 5, Thunderbolt 4, USB 4, and it can also work with Thunderbolt 3, but it has port stability. So ideally you're going to want to have Thunderbolt 4 or Thunderbolt 5. The graphics card to be expanded must have a PCIe by 16 interface, and the power supply must meet the graphic card power requirement. So if you get something like a 5090 but you only have a 400 watt power supply, that is not going to work just because you need to have enough power for that video card. You need to have Windows 11 23H2 or higher, and the corresponding graphics card driver must be installed on Windows system for it to work. So for this dock, it has a PCIe by 16 slot, supports PCIe 4.0 by 4, USB 4 2.0 ports, which supports power delivery up to 140 watts, so that's excellent. Most of them only go up to 100 watts. I'm happy to see that goes up to 140. And USB 4 2.0 downstream port supports power delivery up to 30 watts and supports up to DisplayPort 2.1 video signal output. M.2. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. This little guy right here, it does come with a screwdriver. Oh yeah, check that out. So not only with this dock will you be able to plug it in and have an extra video card, you'll also be able to plug it in and have extra storage. So that's very nice. You'll basically be able to take your laptop and turn that into a desktop in terms of the amount of extra hardware you're going to be putting on this guy. And it says I can support up to a 2280 M.2. The USB-A is a 3.2 Gen 2 Type A port. The SD card slot is a 4.0. We also got a power button, and we got our 24-pin and 8-pin CPU power connector. So it does have a standoff that we can move to any of those points in the event that we have a different size drive. And it looks like it comes with a thermal pad pre-installed. So to test this, I got a Corsair 1000 watt power supply. This is the HX1000i. This is going to be what is supplying power for that video card. And this is completely overkill. I always like having a power supply that is overkill. That way the power supply doesn't have to work as hard and it will last longer. We got our ports on that side. That's going to go toward these ports. Then on this side, we got our mounting screws that normally attaches to the case. On this dock, that is going to attach to those mounting holes. And this is going to be where we use these washers. And the main point of these is just to protect everything so that it doesn't get scratched up. And this bracket is going to be for mounting our video card. So we got an 8-pin for our CPU. That'll plug into our CPU header there. Then we got our 24-pin motherboard connection. And that'll plug into our motherboard connector right there. Now we can get our video card. And for this, I'm using the GeForce RTX 5070 by Asus. So far, I've had good luck with their video cards. And that will slot right into the PCI Express port. And we can screw that into our mount that we attach to the power supply. So the power supply is basically going to be tied to our video card through that adapter. And this video card does use 12 volt high power, so depending on your video card, you might have an 8-pin connector like that, or you might have a 12 volt high power like that. Fortunately, this power supply did come with the correct power adapter. So we got two 8-pin connectors that are going to connect it to the power supply. You can just plug that into any of these SATA PCIe connectors, and then plug that into the video card. So as a control with that, I'm going to run a benchmark, and we're going to see how it runs just using the hardware on the laptop itself. And we can see that is super choppy. We are running at 3 frames per second right now, just using the hardware that is on the laptop itself. Ooh, we got up to 4 frames per second, so that's great. So I'm then going to keep these settings. I'm going to plug into this dock, and we're going to run it again and see if it does any better. And something I hadn't really thought about until just now, running that benchmark has actually generated a lot of heat in my laptop. And by transferring all of that processing to an external GPU, that can actually potentially save my laptop and make it last even longer. And with this being replaceable, like easily replaceable, on top of being cheaper, if I have a laptop that I really like, this could actually be a huge investment just for that. So I use the NVIDIA app to install the NVIDIA driver. And plug this guy into the laptop and give it power with the power supply, and we'll turn it on with the button. So no extra sound. That's good. And there we go. We can see we got that extra hard drive there, so that is good. And there we go. So we went from 4 frames per second up to 32 frames per second. So that is pretty amazing. And we're even getting up to 41, 42 now. And at this point, we could even unplug one of these little plastic caps right here. We could plug this directly into one of our monitors. So we could take our laptop, we could go out for the day, and especially if we got a really power-saving laptop, something that's designed for battery power but not for really raw processing, we could run that laptop all day, plug it into here, turn that into a processing monster, and on top of that, we have our Ethernet port, and as you can see right here, I've got a little dongle that I need to use in order to use my mouse with this. I cannot plug this into my laptop because it's USB-A instead of USB-C, so I need to have this dongle on there to use my mouse. But with this, it's got a USB-A port on the back. I can plug that in. I got my mouse. I got my Ethernet. I got a huge monster video card. I've even got extra storage on here. Plus, we can plug directly into our monitor at home. So if you got a big 50-inch monitor, we can use that. This just takes any laptop and turns that into an extremely powerful desktop. Just to be playful, I wanted to see about connecting that to my desktop. So I've got a 4090 in there. We got 5070 right there. That is showing up with both of them. Like maybe I want to do some serious multi-boxing or something like that. I could plug 4 monitors into that thing, have that doing literally all the processing power for that video work, and seriously expand my desktop. Something that's cool about this, because it is an external dock, if I just want to test video cards to see if they're working, I could literally use this just for that. Like, there's a lot of reasons where I think having something like this could really help somebody that's really into computers. So overall, that is a super cool dock.